happens to be our installation ceremony. My name is Toastmaster Bharat Monish, and I am the Surgeon at Arms of this club. Toastmasters is an international organization founded by Sir Ralph C. Smetley in Santa Ana, California. The mission of a Toastmasters club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence. And Travancore Toastmasters is one such club that takes the same definition to a whole new league. For the excellent conduct of today's meeting, I request everyone except for the speaker to remain silent. Also, please refrain from topics related to sex, religion, and politics. On the offset, I wish each and every one of you a wonderful and informative afternoon with us. So, to take us through the meeting, today we have the MC. And our MC for the day is a charming, handsome, and energetic personality. With a round of applause, I welcome our MC for the day, Toastmaster Bharat Monish. Thank you, Sadhir, for that wonderful entourage. Taking us through the meeting, first, for the welcome address, I invite Travancore Toastmasters Lexophied. With a round of applause, let's welcome our dear Toastmaster Jayakumar C. Pillai. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat Monish, for that great introduction. Respected Chief Guest Sri Venugopal C. Govind, District Director, DTM Vanita, I think she's in, I can't see her yet. Program Quality Director, DTM Narayanan. Club Growth Director, DTM Arjun Sundaraj, not yet in. Division Director, DTM Antu Dominic. Area Director, Toastmaster Krishnan Nambudiri. President, Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal. Officials from the Toastmasters fraternity, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Good evening. It's my proud privilege and pleasure to welcome you all for the installation ceremony of Travancore Toastmasters Club. We are delighted to have you here to be a part of this momentous occasion in the history of our club. Travancore Toastmasters Club was formed in the year 2009. It was a third community Toastmasters club to be formed in Kerala. So there's a lot of history and legacy that goes with this club. The club was born out of the vision of three pioneers, DTM Vijay Toastmaster Dr. Lissamma, and Toastmaster Dr. Murugesh Sukumar, who wanted to do something better on a Sunday afternoon other than a siesta. Well, the tribe of those who have willingly sacrificed their afternoon nap to polish their communication and leadership skills has increased manifold. And today we are here to celebrate the change of guard for the 12th set of officers to lead this club. We have a galaxy of luminaries with us today, and let me start welcoming them. First, with our chief guest for this function. I had first seen it while I was a student. If I remember right, it was a talk at a KMA function. I was blown by his eloquence and his eclectic knowledge. I've had chances to listen to him again, and every time I can't help getting mesmerized by his uncanny mastery over words and his span and depth of knowledge. He's a managing partner for Verma & Verma, the top-notch auditing firm. Let me welcome the chief guest for today's program.
Thank you.
Sri Venugopal C. Govind, with a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jayakumar Pillai. Thank you.
The next person on my list DTM Vanita. Has she joined us yet? Not yet. Okay. So I'll move on to who all are present here. The next person on my list is a Toastmaster from our own home turf. A very unassuming person, very meticulous, who can get anything done from anyone. Not because he gives you an offer you can refuse, as in the movie Godfather, but with his winsome smile, he can win over anyone. Let me welcome our program quality director, DTM Narayanan. Round of applause. DTM Arjun is not 18. Okay. So let me welcome now our dynamic division director, DTM Antu Dominic, our vibrant area director, Toastmaster Krishnan Nambudiri, officials from the Toastmasters fraternity, with a round of applause. Your presence makes this evening a lot special. Let me also welcome our president on his swan song, Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal and his team, the incoming office bearers, and fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm sure you'll all have a great evening. To counter the solemnity and gravitas of the evening, we have filled the latter half of today's session with a slew of entertaining programs. So please stay till the end of the meeting. Once again, I welcome you all and wish you all to have a great evening with us. Over to you, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaykumar, for that wonderful welcoming speech, as well as summarizing our meeting's contents. Moving on with the next item on our agenda. Next to imbibe an element of tradition, I welcome Toastmaster Suprabha to light the lamp and bless our meeting. Over to Toastmaster Suprabha. Thank you, Toastmaster Suprabha, for conducting the same in such a wonderful manner, and also including your family. So, going on with the next item on our list or on our agenda, to invoke the blessings of God Almighty, I welcome perhaps one of our future Toastmasters, the daughter of Toastmaster Shashindran. To invoke the blessings of God, I invite Rachana Shashindran to do the same. Over to you.
Am I audible? Okay.
Yes, please go ahead.
तुम्ही हो माता पिता तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो माता पिता तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो साथी तुम्ही सहारे कोई ना अपना सिवा तुम्हारे तुम्ही हो नैया तुम्ही केवैया तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो जो खिल सके ना वो फूल हम तुम्हारे चरणों की धूल हम है दया की दृष्टि सदा ही रखना तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो.
Thank you, Rajana ma'am, for that wonderful song as well as your melodious voice. Now, To introduce our chief guest of the day, we have a grammarian. A grammarian in the sense, grammarian even outside our meetings. He always makes it a point to put a word perhaps in like in a frequency of at most 2 days. With a round of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster Govind Shekhar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Respected President of our club, Toastmaster Sanjay Rajgopal sir. Our chief guest of the day, C.A. Venugopal C. Govind sir. Our District Director, DTM Vanida Madam. Our Program Quality Director, DTM Narayanan sir. The President-elect, Sri V. Shashindran sir. And other dignitaries, invitees, and my fellow members of the club. The Travancore Toastmasters Club is proud to have amidst us, though virtually, C.A. Venugopal C. Govind sir as our chief guest. C.A. Venugopal C. Govind sir is a luminary and one of the senior most chartered accountants in India and is a widely respected finance professional of our country. Foremost, he is a chartered accountant with more than 55 years of service to the profession. He has served his time as a practicing chartered accountant for close to 6 decades with the firm Messrs. Varma and Varma, and he was the first partner outside the founder partners to lead the firm as its managing partner and senior managing partner for the time from 1998 till his retirement in 2019. His contributions to the development of the activities of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in Kerala is significant. He is amongst the charter members of the Ernakulam branch of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is the first branch of the Institute in Kerala and was instrumental in its formation in the year 1967. When he was only in his Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in the year 1967 and was also the chairman of the branch from 1972 to 1974. He has served in the Expert Advisory Committee, Physical Laws Committee, WTO and International Trade Committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, New Delhi. He is one of the most sought after speakers and session chair in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India seminars for both students and members. His role as a finance professional is not restricted to the nuanced world of audits and taxation. He has contributed immensely to trade organizations and business, and through his intellect and industry. During his close to 6 decades of work life, he has served as a director on the board of directors of several public and private sector enterprises in South India. He has also served as chairman of Kerala State Board of All India Manufacturers Association, president of Cochin Chamber of Commerce and Industry, president of South Indian Council of Indo-American Chamber of Commerce, Chennai, chairman of South Western India Shippers Association, and was member of South India Zonal Advisory Board of Life Insurance Corporation of India, Chennai. He was member of State Executive Committee of Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. He has also served on the advisory committees and boards of government on industry, infrastructure, and taxation. He was awarded the prestigious Millennium 2000 Management Leadership Award by the Kerala Management Association for his significant contributions to business, industry, and management in Kerala. His contributions to the student community is also immense, as he has been a senior faculty and member in the managing councils, academic councils, advisory board of various management and other education institutions. He is currently the chairman of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, and also a trustee of Chinmaya Vidyalaya. His contributions to the society is immeasurable. He was awarded the Bhishmacharya Award by Rotary in the year 2020, and he is the senior most past district governor of his Rotary district, having been the district governor in the year 1979-1980, at a time when he was still in his 30s. He has been also involved in the leadership position of several charitable and service institutions. We have a finance professional, a management guru, an educationist, and a social service worker as our chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed our great good fortune to have Venugopal sir amongst us as our chief guest. Thank you.
Thank you for such a detailed and exhaustive report on our chief guest of the day. Next, it's time to hear it from our chief guest of the day. Now, and I welcome our esteemed chief guest. With a round of applause, I invite Venugopal C. Govind sir to address the gathering.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bharat. Thank you so much, Govind, for your very, very generous, kind, and liberal introduction. It was flowing incessantly out of his heart, I could see, because he is one of my most beloved students and a very, very highly valued partner too. So he has added many things to my credentials, which I would never have thought of even in one way or the other. So nice of you. Thank you so much. Honored President of Travancore Toastmasters Club, Sanjay Rajagopal, incoming President Shashindran, Toastmaster Jaykumar Pillai, all the distinguished directors of the Travancore Toastmasters Club and from the area, region, district, all that, and the dear members of the Toastmasters Club, friends. I must bow my head in solemn reverence before you for the extreme kindness that you have shown in inviting me to be with you on a significant occasion. As you are observing the change of guard of the Toastmasters Club of yours for the year, it's not just an honor for me individually. Through this, you also honored the organization which I represent in the service movement, Rotary International. I value that very much. Thank you all so very much once again. Rotary International and Toastmasters International have established a very strong association in recent times. Rotary International recognizes that Toastmasters Club is a great organization with tremendous amount of potential. If one could look at from every angle in the matter of just not development of the human resources, but contributing so very much to the welfare of your own members, of the people around in the nation and in the globe at large. Rotary International is committed to service above self, as some of you may already know, and it has grown to be one of the oldest and one of the largest service organizations in this world now, with over 1.2 million Rotarians and their family members, all committed to the cause of service, all representing their own individual professions, vocations, occupations, businesses, professions, and all that, and fairly well-to-do people in all respects, but with the strong common urge to unite them all towards service to society. And here in Toastmasters, you have an organization which is so deeply committed to development of the individual faculties of the human beings. So you pick up people, you pick up youngsters, go in, as I have noticed, you train them, you mold them, you measure them, you groom them, you develop them, and you unleash the potential in them to develop on their own and also to help others to develop. I don't think there is any organization which is so deeply committed to the mission and the vision and the values that I have come to know about your club. As Bharat beautifully explained, the most important objective, the singular objective of Toastmasters organization, as I understand, is to develop self-confidence and personal growth. Both are so much intertwined and interlinked, and you are confining entirely to the main objective of first working on the objective of inculcating, injecting, instilling, evolving, and developing the self-confidence in the young ones. And through that, to help them to achieve the personal growth of everyone. So it is indeed a wonderful organization, and I am so very privileged and honored to be with you. On this day, when you are having the installation of your new office bearers, let me at the very outset wholeheartedly congratulate Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal and his very efficient, worthy, dedicated team of office bearers who I understand have done exceedingly well in the past year, in spite of all the travails and the difficulties of the pandemic period. You are able to connect with many people within your organization and outside too in many manners. And you have carried on the torch, the mantle of your organization with leadership and with dynamism and dedication. Hearty congratulations, Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal. I wish the incoming Toastmaster President-elect of your club, Toastmaster Shashindran, and his team all the very best. I have no doubt about it, knowing your organization and the character, the organization, and the way how you function. You would certainly select only the best quality leaders, even from amongst yourself, a club of leaders undoubtedly, so well advanced in your own personal faculty matters. So whomsoever you elect as your president to be, I'm sure, will have all the competence and capabilities and commitment in him to serve the organization and the members with all the felicity and commitment that is needed. So let me wish Toastmaster Shashindran and his incoming office bearers a hugely successful, satisfying, and fulfilling year in office to achieve the slated objectives and goals of your very worthy organization. I would only like to share a little thought with you. Our nation is on the march. India is growing very fast. Whatever we may hear about various shortcomings, problems, difficulties, and all that, no matter, the nation is slated to very high degree, high level of growth. It is on us as ordinary people, as professionals, as businessmen, as executives, and as leaders in every walk of life to help the government to achieve whatever they want to in the next few years from now, maybe by 25 or 30, or even a little longer time. We need to take our nation to be one among the best in the world. So we are looking at an all-round growth of our nation in terms of its values, in terms of its culture, in terms of economy, in terms of its people, in terms of its resources, in terms of its institutions, in terms of its polity, in terms of everything that we need a balanced growth of our nation. India being such a huge nation, it is a continent of continent. It is not, small nations like in terms of people. We would say that United States of the whole of Europe put together are very small compared to India. Australia and Canada and all, you see, one of the developed nations are just equivalent to in population of the population of Kerala. And India is 3.5 times the whole of 30 nations of Europe, and almost 3 times of United States in terms of population. 1.5 times India constitutes the total African continent of 53 nations. That is what we are. So we will have a diverse nation of diversity. We'll have a lot of problems. So we'll go ahead and march ahead. But how do we develop? That is the question. Every time we try to make one step forward, sometimes we go backward 1 step. When we make 2 steps forward, sometimes we go behind 2 steps or even 3 steps now. And many external calamities and problems and travails, tribulations and all affect us, like the pandemic or economic slowdown or recession in the world, or policies of some of the superior power nations like India and China to hit us hard in many ways in different fields and areas. So we have to sail through all these very difficult problems that we face in the ocean of this world, and we are doing very well. Undoubtedly, we are not the India of what it was 70 years ago, 60 years ago, 50 years ago, or even 20 years ago. But then how do we develop? We can develop only if the people commit themselves, and only if the people develop. Everything is about people. The whole nation is in the hands of people. It all depends upon the commitment, the contribution, the services of the people in all walks of life. So we need 2 aspects. We need overall growth for the nation to the personal growth of the people. That's where you come. The personal growth of the people is your objective. You develop and you unleash the energy in them to go out and give the leadership to hundreds of thousands of leaders to create, not to develop by yourself alone. And that personal growth to ensure is achieved through what we need is the self-growth of the individual. If individual grow only, collectively the society can grow. The self-growth is very important. So the role of your organization achieving the overall national growth or global growth is fantastic. Now, how do we achieve this growth is the question. Now, when we talk about, first we're talking about self-growth, you have got your own methodologies to go. I have seen that. I've seen that you will be a choice provider for a dynamic, high-value, experiential, laboratory or process or a phenomenon to help in achieving in communication and leadership skills. This is what all are talking about. We need to have leadership skills more than anything, managerial skills, administrative skills, all kinds of skills are needed, but skills do not, come by itself. So therefore, skills has to be cemented with the objective of what you are looking at, the growth. So when we talk about even personal growth, your first element of your personal growth through self-development, what is the self we are talking about? The self is not our career, it is not our business, or it is not our wealth, or it is not anything. We are talking about the development of our innate faculties, the faculties of our mind, our body, and the intellect, the wholesome development. All the faculties which can think of, which can be brought about for bringing a transformation in the individual. Each one of us may be 5%, 10% grown to the level of the competence that we are able to achieve. So we have got tremendous potential to grow even at the age of 50, 60, 70, or 80. So we need to grow. So in order to grow incessantly, continuously, in a very planned, strategic manner, we have got to use all the skills that are developed to achieve that kind of a growth, because we are talking about, as I said, overall growth of the mind and the body and the intellect. Then see the growth of the faculties in us. The faculty represents many things. Our ability to think and absorb and apply and coordinate are all our faculty. So we need to develop our faculty. We need to develop our faculty, whereby we develop all the resources we need, and we develop our body also. And we develop the body fit enough to deliver, because body is ultimately Sharira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhana. We have to achieve growth of the ingredients, the elements of in your body also. So this is what is required for an overall self-development, overall achievement of improvement in one's own faculties, and steadily to develop that, you need to develop skills. So skills are given so much of importance in you. Communication skills and leadership skills, two departments of that. It is soft skills and hard skills. All the skills which are required to develop your faculties of your mind and the body, mind and the intellect are all your soft skills. And all the faculty or the skills that develop your body for delivery is your hard skills. A combination of good soft skills and hard skills together. All soft skills, the thinking skills, the creative skills, the innovative skills, the analytical skills. You can think of various, the skills in expression, the skills in communication, all these skills, the compendium of skills are required in order to achieve the kind of growth that we are wanting to achieve. This is not difficult at all, but requires training. Skills cannot be developed. Where we are lag behind as compared to any other advanced nation is skills. We know what has to be achieved. We talk about it very elaborately. We are able to talk about that. But development of the skills required hard training. Training what? Training for an orientation for the skill development is important, very important. And drawing a design for their skill development is extremely important. That's all responsibilities of organizations like you and me. Giving an orientation, drawing a design for skill development, and developing a strategy for skill development. Skill development doesn't, as I said, grow ordinarily. Cognitive skills have to be developed. Experiential skills have been developed. You are talking about very much. You are talking about that. Development of the experiential skill is what is necessary to absolutely deliver the result. And from that, your organization is basically, you are supporting a mutually supportive organization for bringing out the best learning outcome. So yours is not merely a service or an individual growth oriented organization, but you are very much an education institution too. So you've got to look at development, the cognitive skills of individuals, constructivism in the individuals, behaviorism in the individuals. All these go together if you have to achieve that kind of the balanced skills that we are looking at youngsters to deliver for the morrow, much higher results and success. And this requires also continuous effort to align. We have got difficult, very high goals. These goals have to be aligned with our objectives. You have very high goals, you have got very high objectives, you have got very value systems also. Skills, any amount of skill developed without the basic value is absolutely of no use at all. So you have a value statement. You say your core values. I'm so delighted to know the core values of your organization is integrity and dedication to excellence. This is what we need now. Integrity beyond question. We don't have to talk about it. We need integrity at all the levels, and integrity matched with the need to achieve excellence. It is not excellence alone that is now needed. The sustaining effort to exceed excellence is what is needed at this point of time. And all that you have in an organization, and you have been delivering also with success in a very commendable manner. I appreciate the good work that is being done by Toastmasters Club in all this region. I bow my head once again in good reverence and pranams to each and every one of you. I wish once again all the very best to the incoming team of Toastmaster Shashindran and all his office bearers, and God be with you at all times. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Venugopal sir, for your touching, inspiring, and patriotic words, especially for enumerating our role, Toastmasters' role in developing India. Thank you once again, sir. Next, to hear from our area director, we have a software engineer from Oracle. She reputed to be very jovial as well as very caring. And I'm also sure a lot of us will be happy to claim that we are in her safe hands and good hands. So I welcome our area director. With a round of applause, I invite DTM Vanitha Rangarajan ma'am to this session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bharat. I do want to make sure Krishnan is not offended here. Definitely not want to stepping in his shoes. Thank you so much for the very warm welcome. This is my first visit to Travancore Toastmasters. I am so bowled over by the words of our chief guest. Could I just take a moment to see how amazing a speech that he has given is so applicable for everything that we did in Toastmasters. I see that there is a recording button on. So Mr. Toastmaster Shashindran, please share this speech because I do want to pass it on to our district officers. Pretty much summed up everything that we should be doing as a Toastmaster unit this entire year. Taking a leave before I get to complimenting the club, I want to say big thank you to our outgoing president Toastmaster Sanjay Rajgopal. He has been extremely instrumental in getting our club president distinguished, the highest recognition that you can get for a Toastmaster club, even during times of pandemic. So fantastic job there by the ExCom led by our outgoing president Toastmaster Sanjay. I do want to acknowledge one very favorite Toastmaster of mine. He doesn't know me so well, but I've heard so many things. Because I've come to his home club, I just wanted to say hi to distinguished Toastmaster Jaikumar Pillai. I've heard so many things about how amazing as Toastmaster he has been before I joined Toastmasters and while the time that I was here. So it's an honor to be here at your club. To this particular club where Toastmasters Shashindran is taking charge, what is it that I really can tell of our club? Pretty much summed up by our chief guest, and it's such a pleasure to talk after such an exemplary speaker. One of the things that is very important in the Toastmaster unit this year is that this transition phase where we are still online, everyone's tired of online, everyone's tired of a Zoom meeting. How can we make the difference to our member? How can we engage with our member? How can we keep everything that we do with the core and the most important thing being the member is what I'd like the incoming team to look at. Everything that we do, including the trainings and the skill building that we just heard about, and all things that we have to focus is to see how our members will be engaged this year. Now, this is a beautiful period where we'll be seeing the best of both worlds. Slowly, we will be saying bye to COVID and we will be saying hello to our in-person meetings. And while we do that, we can still leverage on the huge access that Toastmaster online meetings have given us, and still use it like the best of both worlds while we have this transition phase going on for us. So how can we engage better with the member? Now, President Distinguished is almost like child play for this particular club. You've done all things right. You've taken such good care of your members. So this year, I'm 100% sure my PQD will not let spare you if you don't become President Distinguished or Distinguished and above this year as well. But while we set out to do that, one request for you is to keep it light, enjoy the meetings. Let's have more fun, more member engagement, because the core of a Toastmaster club is in the member. So every single member enjoying their Toastmaster journey and not becoming great Toastmasters, but becoming great people elsewhere using Toastmasters is what I'd like the incoming team to focus on. Now, this is another special moment where one of the members, our incoming president's daughter, happens to be in my home club in Bangalore. So I'm really thrilled to see this one club nurturing not just one set of people, but also generations to come and people that are associated. I see Toastmaster Joe sitting here with his partner, taking part in the meetings. This is like a very family-like feeling. When I come here, I see that Toastmaster, it's not just one person, it's the entire unit coming together and focusing on personal development. So I want to wish this family-like feeling to continue at a time when we need Toastmasters the most. Let's make sure that we are here together and focus on the member. Thank you so much for the speaking opportunity. All the very best to Toastmasters Sashindran for a fantastic program year ahead. Back to you, Mr. MC. Bharat?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your energetic words. Postscript, I'm bad at geography, and Toastmasters have a different geography for its own. Thank you once again, ma'am. Moving on, next we have our, I am very sure he's the program quality director. At present, working in BPCL, he reputes to be one of the best doubt clearance platforms by one of our fellow Toastmasters. So with a round of applause, let's welcome our PQD, let's welcome our program quality director, distinguished Toastmaster Narayanan sir, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Outgoing President Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal, incoming President Toastmaster Shashindran, our Chief Guest Venugopal sir, District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Vanada Rangarajan, Sub-Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Arjun Sundaraj, I think he's yet to join, Division Director, Toastmaster Andrew Dominic, Area Director, Toastmaster Krishna Nambudiri, and I can see some other area directors as well, Distinguished Toastmaster Ashish, Toastmaster Shirley, and members and leaders of Travancore Toastmasters Club, and distinguished guests. Good evening. I have great respect and reverence to this Travancore Toastmasters Club. The reason? Actually, I also don't know. Maybe because it is the home club of my own mentor, Distinguished Toastmaster Nayan CS. And it is the home club of Toastmaster Jayagumati Pillai, one of the greatest Toastmasters Kerala had ever produced. He's a trainer, mentor, speaker, leader. You say he's that. And he always supported me like a helping hand for all the Toastmaster activities whenever I require. Whenever I asked him, he really extended that support. It is the home club of some of the senior Toastmasters in Kerala. Distinguished Toastmaster Josvi Day, Dr. Lisamma, Sabu Jus, Distinguished Toastmaster Sojan, and all. And I should say that it is just like the sister club of Kochi Toastmasters Club, the first Toastmasters Club in Kerala. It is one of the oldest club in Kerala. And after the inception, almost throughout all the years, It grabbed the president's distinguished status and almost all the accolades from the district. Produced many, many eminent speakers and champion speakers, I would say. This is one of the pride of Toastmasters in the entire District 121. As a program quality director, what can I ask to these eminent leaders? Simply nothing. Just relax and enjoy. As our visionary Dr. Rasis Pedley says, we learn best at the time of enjoyment. Just like you are all, the members of this Travancore Toastmasters Club is just like lions with a tremendous potential, tremendous power. But my humble request is, please extend your wisdom and knowledge and support to other Toastmasters so that others can also learn better. You have, please use your experience as leaders to others. That's the only one request I have to this great Travancore Toastmasters Club members. Whenever I look in the screen, I can see full of plethora of leaders. Create more leaders. That's my request. I'm sure that you can do it. Last time also, even during the pandemic situation, under the able leadership of Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal, this club could achieve President's distinguished status. Give a virtual round of applause to Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal and his team. Yeah, it is just like a child play for that Travancore Toastmasters Club that is getting a President's distinguished status. It won't be a big challenge for the incoming President Toastmaster Sachin. I know it. But what I ask from you is, let every member of Travancore Toastmasters Club get the Triple Crown Award. That's the challenge I put forth for the Travancore Toastmasters Club. Of course, definitely, I believe that each and every member can earn a Triple Crown because you have that much potential in you. Wishing you all the best. Over to you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you for your kind words, DTM Narayan. Our district director has requested for a moment. Over to DTM Vanitha ma'am.
Wow, Bharat, I got promoted like 4 levels high and became district director just in the click of a few minutes. Thank you so much. So I would not have been able to sleep tonight if I just missed out on something so huge. And so I thought I'll grab this opportunity to say, speak one more minute. I had no idea that distinguished Toastmaster Nainen is from this club. I am the most stupidest person when it comes to not recognizing a leader like him. This is one person that I've gone to, like how I've gone to Narayanan sir throughout my journey as a district leader without a title. The other person who has helped me with all matters of my district role, whether I was a division director, club growth director, program quality director, has been distinguished Toastmaster Nainen. So I will not be able to sleep peacefully if I did not come to his home club and not talk about how amazing a leader he is. Distinguished Toastmaster Nainen, you know how much you've helped me behind the scenes to just understand my role better. So it's a big honor to come back to your club and be able to speak as your district director. Thank you for all the guidance that you've given me over the years. Also, failing in my responsibility, if I don't tell you how there are 2 superstars that Toastmaster Shashindran will be having as access to district support, will be our very dapper looking area director, like he's come for as though it's his own wedding, that's how well dressed he is. Toastmaster Krishna Nambudri, he's been so committed and extremely meticulous with everything that he is going to do. And one stellar leader that we have, we've seen him emerge as a fantastic leader, an enabler in our regions here. So Toastmaster and to Dominic, these 2 people will have to be on the speed dial for Travancore Toastmasters. With them around, you don't have to look beyond at all. One more very heartening thing that I just noticed is wherever there is a division H club installation, I'm also seeing the other area directors to come and show support. So I wanted to quickly say hello to Dr. Shirley. I also saw distinguished Toastmaster Ashish. It's so beautiful how this Division H family is coming together and taking good care of our clubs, and you're there to support each other. So it's very heartening to see that. Thank you so much for the additional time. I just threw my weight around and I asked Bharat, please give me access one more. I really missed this one out. Thank you again for having me here, and back to you, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, ma'am. Going ahead with our agenda. Before we move on to our installation ceremony, it's time to hear from our outgoing president. I've always coined him as very dynamic during my sergeant-at-arms speeches. But I would also like to extend the fact that he is not only dynamic, he is a good combination of literally all of the good adjectives that you can find in the dictionary itself. He's an ex-Air Force personnel, and also I'm grateful for the fact that he is my mentor too. We welcome our president with a round of applause. Let's invite Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal. Over to you.
Thank you, Bharat, for that excellent opening. I've gotten used to starting my speeches like this. A very good evening to all of you. The chief guest, CA Venugopal sir, District Director Vanita Rangarajan, for the first time you have come to my club. All the other officers of the district and the other division director, area directors around, a very namaste to all of you. Fine. Charles Plum was an ace fighter pilot of the US Navy who flew over 75 combat missions in Vietnam. How many of you know about him? So I was looking for Sabu Jose because he is the only veteran Vietnamese in our group, but he's not coming up. Good. So Charles Plum flew 75 combat missions, all of them successful except the last one, in which he was shot down. But you know, luck was with him. He was able to bail out. He came down alive with his parachute. He was captured and kept in the prison by the Viet Cong for about 6 years. And after that, he came back to the United States of America, the mainland. And he became a very successful person. He became a successful orator. He became a motivational speaker. He went and participated in talk shows, gave speeches in clubs and educational institutions. He was very popular because he would talk about his travails, the risk that he took, the bravery and the anxieties, and he was successful in that. Until one day, when he was sitting in a restaurant, one man walks up to him and says, "Sir, are you Charles Plum from the US Navy?" And he looked up and said, "Yes, I am. Did you attend my lecture today?" He said, "No, I didn't attend your lecture, but I was in the same ship. On that day, I packed the parachute for you." And Charles Plum was astonished to see him. He survived because somebody packed the parachute properly. In our lives, there are so many people who help us reach and finish our missions. We must be thankful to them. I'm not telling this story as a message to you all. I'm just trying to tell myself that I need to thank a lot of people. All the other horses with whom I was leashed onto this cart for the last 1 year. Let me start by thanking Toastmaster Madhu, our VP Education. No, he was like the conductor of a symphony orchestra. Most of the time, you can't see his face because he's looking the other way. He had done a lot of things. He will probably be speaking about it. Next, I would fail in my duty if I don't talk about our VP PR Toastmaster Anu. Now, I really do not know how to put these words together. You would have heard about this phrase, jack of all and master of none. Well, that applies to people like me. This man is different. You give him any task and he will convert it into a marvelous output. The quality of the club newsletters was something astounding. Yes, the district, we did not get any prize. Probably the judges, let's assume, were either blind or biased. Forget about it, but this man really did a great job. I must also thank Toastmaster Philly, our treasurer. Let me tell all the club members, he's leaving the club richer than last year because he made sure that the expenses are less and he did not reduce the membership fees. Yeah, at this point of time, let me admit that I failed in my duty, a target that I had set for myself to take that money from that corporation bank. So I'm passing that baton to the next president, Toastmaster Shashindran. And Toastmaster Shashindran, please don't feel bad. This baton has been coming from president to president for the last about 4 years. Let me also thank Toastmaster Bharat, our sergeant at arms. Yes. Baiju, look at this place. Yes, good. So Sergeant at Arms Bharat is somebody whom we'll be remembering for starting the time in meeting. But I will remember you, Bharat, for that 5 table topic enthusiast of our club. Toastmaster Aditya, our VP membership, thank you for being there, doing whatever you had done. Let me at this point also thank some of the pillars of our club, the pillars on which I had leaned on the way along this journey of 1 year. They are DTM Jose, past president, Toastmaster Ganesh, DTM Nainan, Dr. Lisama, and Toastmaster Shashidran. And mind you, even Emperor Ashoka had to have some people to lean on, some shoulder to cry on, and some brains for wise counsel. Yes. Have you all seen a pearl necklace? Beautiful, isn't it? But do you know what keeps those beads together? The string that flows through it. Something which is unseen, invisible, yet which is irreplaceable and indispensable. And that person in our club is Toastmaster Baiju Gopinath. A salute to you for whatever you have done for our club. Let me also thank the spices of various flavor in our club, Toastmaster Anna, Toastmaster Vignesh, Dr. Suprabha, Toastmaster Rajat, Toastmaster Neelakanta. Yes, so let me talk about some other people. You know, sun is the most important celestial object. It gives light and energy. In fact, sun is the reason that life thrives on this planet. But there's one problem with sun. Sun is actually missing for half the time. 12 hours out of the 24 hours, the sun is missing. So similarly, we had some people who were missing for some portion of the meeting, but whenever they are present, they make you can't miss noticing them. Thank all those people, Toastmaster Shankar Narayan and Toastmaster Sabu Jose, Toastmaster Jay Kumar, Dr. Kuldeep, Toastmaster Solomon. Last but not the least, I want to thank these two people. Now, these two people were the only club who thought that the weight that I carry above my neck has got a brain in it. Let me thank Dr. Jayalakshmi and Advocate Joseph. These were the two people who made me feel important. I think I have covered all the members of the club. If I missed out somebody, then it's your problem because you chose the wrong guy. I enjoyed this 1 year of tenure, and I thank you for being patient and bearing with me. I know I won't be able to give a gift to all of you, but I'll make a promise, a solemn promise. I will continue to kill you with my speeches for as long as I'm able to pay the subscription fees, as long as I can afford for it. Thank you, and back to the MC.
Thank you for that very engaging speech, Toastmaster Sanjay. I'm sure all of the role players would have enjoyed your tenure. Thank you once again. Next, to enumerate on our past year's activities and occasions, we have someone who is quite gentle and calm in all of his expressions. We have our Vice President Education. With a round of applause, let's welcome our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Madhu. Over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Correctly visible?
yes.
Meeting chair, district director, other district level dignitaries, my own club members, other guests. Good evening to you all. My duty now is to present the report of last year's activities. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, screen share visible. Please continue.
Last year, we have converted a pandemic year to a positive academic year. We have leveraged all the benefits of online meeting and at the same time minimized all the difficulties caused by the pandemic. As a result of that, we were able to achieve all the 6 DCP points from educational awards. We also had meetings of all types: project meetings, debates, book review, movie review, exclusive table topics, hot seat meeting, and many other portfolio items in the last 1 year. We participated in all competition, area level, division level, and brought many accolades also. We had 4 meetings with our sister clubs, STMI Club of Bangalore and Wipro Beach Club of Bangalore. That summarizes our activities. Let us delve into the details. As I already told, we bagged all the 6 awards, all the 6 points. Let us see who all won all those points. Level 1, we have a Toastmaster Ganesh Krishnan. For all other members, we have only 24 hours in a day. But for this Ganesh Krishnan alone, he has 24 hours for his daily routine and 24 hours for speeches also. Whenever I say we have no speakers this week, and he raises his hand. And he moved all the way from level 1 to level 5, became pathkeeper in a year. That needs a special round of applause. Members who completed level 1 are Toastmaster Baiju Gopidas. He has been consistently delivering a good performance for the past 7 years. Whatever be the action, whatever be the role given to him, he will do justice to that. Please give him a round of applause. And this Toastmaster Anna Jacob, she astonished us. The year started with her ice-breaking speech in last July. But after that, she was not doing an ice-breaking speech. She slowly became a full-fledged speaker, and she did justice to all the roles that was allocated to her, even in the first chance. And Dr. Jayalakshmi, she is a COVID warrior also. In spite of her hectic session during hospital, she did wonderful job as a Toastmaster as well. Then Toastmaster Praveen Kumar Reddy, who is from Federal Bank of India, and he unfortunately could not continue in the club after completing level 1. But whenever he was there, he made a difference to the club meeting. In his absence, please give him a round of applause. And then our VP membership, Aditya, who is an engineering graduate from Model Engineering College, and he was very supportive in my mission of achieving the DTP. He also did a wonderful job last year. And some of these Toastmasters continued into level 2 as well. And level 3, we have our current president Toastmaster Shashidran, and some of the Toastmasters continue to level 3 as well. And then the level 4, we have Toastmaster Ganesh Krishnan and Toastmaster Shashidran again. And level 5, we could produce 3 people this year: Toastmaster Ganesh Krishnan, Toastmaster Vignesh R. Menon, and Toastmaster President Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal. We also had many activities outside our projects. It was affected very much by the pandemic, but we did the best we could in the constrained environment of online meetings. We had 2 debates, one in the last November and then one more in the May 2021. November 1st, for Kerala birthday, we had a team meeting where all the members wore white colored shirts and white colored dress. And then for our 550th meeting this year, January 3rd, clubbed with the New Year celebration. We tried to celebrate in many different ways, but we could not. But we thought, what is a celebration for a Toastmaster? Celebration for a Toastmaster is getting more and more speech slots. So we conducted it as an exclusive TT session where all members who attended got a minimum of 2 speech slots. That is how we celebrated our 550th meeting. Then we had a book review meeting where we reviewed the book Mega Living by Robin Sharma. Even a guest participated in that review meeting. Then we had a hot seat meeting on May 14th, which turned out to be a wonderful meeting, even though we didn't expect a hot seat meeting to be a successful one. Thanks to the eminent speakers and other role takers of that day. This also gave a respite for the VP education in 1 week. Then we had a movie review in the month of May itself, where as many as 6 members participated and reviewed. Mostly they reviewed Malayalam movies, but still it was a wonderful program. Then we organized a Pookalam festival as part of Onam celebration, where people posted, all the members posted the pictures of their Pookalam as well as their celebrations at home, and out of which we randomly took some winners from it. And we believe that we should not waste any speaking slots. If our club members are not willing to do a speech, Then we advertised our pitching, our slots in other WhatsApp groups and many other places, and we brought speakers from outside. This helped to improve the outlook of our speakers. As a result of that, we had many good speeches from DTM Jose Putancheri, DTM Abraham Sakriya, Toastmasters Lakshmi, Siddhartha Narayan, Joseph Martin, Needu Bachnu, and our area director Krishna Nambudiri, Toastmaster Bhavitra, Toastmaster Tina Kelim, and also the 2013 World Champion Speaker, Persian Basilev. It was a YouTube speech, but still, whatever be the media, a speech is a speech. We could bring a world champion also into our meeting. Now it is time to announce the award winners this year. We could achieve all these things because of great support from some members, and we have decided to recognize them. The first is best supporting Toastmaster number 1. It is Toastmaster Vignesh R. Menon. Please give him a round of applause. He has served as VP, Assistant VPE for some time for deciding the tag roles and many other valuable roles, and he was the mastermind behind organizing the first first as well as second sister club meeting, and he did a number of speeches in the club as well, and he was ready to take any role given to him. And the best supporting Toastmaster 2 is Toastmaster Baiju Govina. As I already told, whatever be the role given to him, that is not a problem for him. In spite of many personal difficulties, he committed to his role, and he did many excellent speeches, especially during our competitions, club level competition as well as area level competition. He has done a wonderful job in the last 1 year. And this Toastmaster has never said no to me in the last 1 year. Whatever be the role I apply to do, is that okay? I can do that, no problem. That even helped our area director. And he undertook the role of many a time and timer and many roles in area and division level as well. He is Toastmaster Jacob Joseph. We give him a round. And the best newbie Toastmaster. We had no difficulty in deciding that one. And this Toastmaster Anna Jacob, is the best newbie Toastmaster. Please give her a round of applause. She completed 2 levels and did very well in the competition. Actually, in the TT competition, you are all astonished to see her performance. Best Toastmaster of the year. It is that entrepreneur who undertook the role of Toastmaster of the day 4 times and who took 24 different roles in the last 1 year, moved from level 1 to level 5, and it is Toastmaster Ganesh Krishnan. Please give him a round of applause. He also got some awards at area level. Second runner-up, Toastmaster Anna Jacob, and then division level, Toastmaster Shashidran. And in any award session, especially movie award, you have a special jury award. Like that, we also have a special preference, special award. This person, when you count the individual achievements, there may not be anything, but his presence in the club really motivates us. And it was really a consolation for me. And I used to call this person only in the end because I know that he will be ready to take that role. And I'm not keeping much suspense. It is Distinguished Toastmaster 9 and CS. I have a lot of gratitude to many persons, especially all the executive members, executive committee members, all these persons who helped me run through a full year, and also many persons who helped me from outside, like the Assisi Toastmaster members who helped us with the judging roles, and Kochi Toastmaster members who helped us in the same way in the judging position. And I don't have time left to give thanks to all those members individually. So I'm giving a big, I'm pledging a big thanks for all the members who helped me achieve everything in the last 1 year. I wish a great success for the incoming executive committee. Thank you. Over to the meeting chairman, Bharat, meeting chair, Bharat.
Thank you, Vice President Education and Toastmaster Madhu, for that exhaustive as well as detailed report on our past year's activities. Now we are moving ahead to the primary event of the day, the installation ceremony. To conduct the same, we have our area director. He is reputed to be very friendly and quite youthful too. Honestly, one of the models that we Generation Cs can ever have. With a round of applause to conduct the installation ceremony, let's welcome Toastmaster Krishnan Nambudri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat, for that wonderful introduction. A warm good evening to all the respected dignitaries present here. I am pleased to be the installing officer of Travancore Toastmasters Club. Before I start the installation ceremony, I request the current club officers to please turn on your video. Moderator, please spotlight when I call their names. President, Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal. Do we have a moderator to spotlight?
Yes.
Thank you. VP Education Toastmaster Madhu. VP Membership Toastmaster Aditya. VP Public Relations Toastmaster Anub MM. Secretary Toastmaster Shiva. Treasurer Toastmaster Pili Cherian. Surgeon at Times Toastmaster Bharat. Please confirm once spotlight is over. Please spotlight. Shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Thank you. Dear officers, you had a successful term and you should all be extremely proud for serving magnificently in your respective offices. On behalf of Travancore Toastmasters Club, District 121 and Toastmasters International, I would like to say a big thank you for all your hard and successful work this term. I hereby discharge you from all your further duties and responsibilities of your respective office. Please give the outgoing officers a round of virtual applause for the wonderful service they have rendered to this club. Moderator may now please remove them from spotlight. Now I request the elected officers to turn on your video. As I call the name, I request the moderator to spotlight the video one by one. I humbly request the audience to please withhold applause till the installation ceremony is concluded. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Anna Jacob. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Anna Jacob. She is graduated in physical science. She is now pursuing her master's in business administration. She has 1 year of experience in Toastmasters. So please spotlight.
Sir, we don't have Anna today.
Okay, then I'm continuing. Her hobbies include painting, basketball, watching movies, and speaking in Hindi. Treasurer, Toastmaster Shankar Narayanan. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Shankar Narayanan. He has a master's degree in business administration. He is a Toastmaster since 2017. He is an insurance professional. His hobbies are listening to music and traveling. Secretary, Toastmaster Jayalakshmi PL. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Jayalakshmi. She is a doctor by profession. Her educational qualification is MBBS and MD. She is an associate professor at Medical College, Kottayam. She has 1 year of experience in Toastmasters. Her hobbies include spelling bee, quizzing, and traveling. VP Public Relations, Toastmaster Rajat Raji. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Rajat Raji. He is a third-year computer science engineering student at Model Engineering College, Kochi. He is living in Punitura. He is a keyboard player and a photographer. VP Membership, Toastmaster Baiju Gobinath. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Baiju Gobinath. He is an IT professional working with Nielsen India Private Limited. He has 7 years of experience in Toastmasters. VP Education, Toastmaster Philly Cherian. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Philly Cherian. He completed BTech from Government Engineering College, Trichy. He is a Deputy General Manager in Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Kochi Refinery. His hobbies include socializing, singing, and religious activities. President, Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan. He has a post-graduation in physical science. He is an advisor to food industry. He has 15 years of experience in Toastmasters. His hobbies include public speaking, reading novels, poetry, drama, watching movies, plays, and swimming. Thank you, moderator. You may please release the spotlight. I'm here to install the officers of the Travancore Toastmasters Club and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong and dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and passionately lead to help many individuals. Each officer is obligated to attend club executive committee meetings, attend district-sponsored club officer training, prepare a successor for his or her respective office. I request the moderator to spotlight the video of respective officer when I install them. I request each officer to hold any object, a pen or anything, which signifies gavel as a symbol of leadership. As I briefly describe the challenges he or she must meet and the responsibilities he or she must fulfill. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Anna Jacob. Is she here?
No, sir, she's not here. Please continue.
Okay. Toastmaster Anna Jacob, as Surgeon at Arms, your responsibilities include arrange the virtual meeting room, maintain club equipment in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, set up the room before the meeting begins, including breakout rooms if needed, ensure audio and video connectivity is good before meeting starts. Make sure that all relevant educational and PR materials are displayed. Attend to special equipment needs. Greet guests. Help the president to make sure the meeting begins on time. Anna is not here, and somebody please tell I will. Okay. Toastmaster Anna Jacob, will you perform? One second. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? I hope she will. I'm continuing. Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Anna Jacob. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Shankar Narayan. Thank you. Toastmaster Shankar Narayanan, as treasurer, you are expected to keep financial records and prepare the club budget. Announce when it's time for members to pay dues. Explain the dues structure to members. Collect dues. Work with secretary to ensure that the club submits dues on time to Toastmasters International World Headquarters. Toastmaster Shankar Narayanan, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Shankar Narayanan. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Dr. Jayalakshmi PL. Toastmaster Jayalakshmi, as secretary, you maintain an accurate membership roster. Work with the treasurer to ensure that new member application and dues get to Toastmasters International World Headquarters as soon as possible. Submit the new club officer list to Toastmaster International on time. Work with the treasurer to submit your club's somebody please club semi-annual report and dues to Toastmasters International on time. Provide the club with minutes of each meeting. Toastmaster Jayalakshmi, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Dr. Jayalakshmi PR. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Rajat Rajiv. Toastmaster Rajat Rajiv, as VP Public Relations, you are expected to attract visitors to the club through free publicity. Use a variety of means to promote the club and its members in as many mediums as possible, such as digital, print, TV, or newspaper. Enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcements, newsletters, emails, and articles that you submit for the district bulletin. Toastmaster Rajat Rajiv, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Rajat Rajiv. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Baiju Gobinath. Toastmaster Baiju Gobinath, as VP membership, you are expected to lead the club's membership building efforts. Help members with any requirement during their journey. Listen to their grievances and provide emotional support if need be. While the VP of Public Relations motivates people to visit your club, You motivate the current members to invite guests, promptly give new member applications and dues to the secretary and treasurer, personally greet guests and provide them with membership application. Make sure each guest hears about the benefits of Toastmasters and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Toastmaster Baiju Gobinath, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Baiju Gobinath. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Philly Cherian. Toastmaster Philly Cherian, as Vice President Education, you are expected to gain commitment from members to set educational goals for themselves. Assure that club members are aware of the schedule of meeting roles. Plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their individual goals. Work with club members to keep meeting fun and well run. Ensure all members adopt pathways. Work with your members to ensure that they submit their applications for educational awards promptly. Provide for educational topics at club meetings such as those from the successful club series and leadership excellence series. Represent your club at area and district council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the club president is absent. Toastmaster Philly Cherian, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Philly Cherian. Moderator, please spotlight Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan. Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan, as President of Travancore Toastmasters Club, you are the Chief Executive Officer. Thus, you preside at all the club meetings and all meetings of the club executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club adds new members and meets the needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to your commitment is towards fellow club members, officer team, area director, division director, district 121 officers, and officers of the Toastmasters International Headquarters. Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan, you hold the gavel as a symbol of the power and authority that your club has given you during your term of office. I am confident that you will use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with a common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic, a club of which everyone will be proud. Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan, as a member of Travancore Toastmasters Club, as well as its leader, will you work with your executive team and club members to make this a vibrant and rewarding club this term and help every individual with honesty, loyalty, and empathy?
Yes, I will.
Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Shashindran Vijayan. Dear members of Travancore Toastmasters Club, please turn on your video. Your officer team has just pledged to serve this club to the best of its ability. To be the best Toastmasters Club possible and to meet the needs of all its members, your club will need active participation from each member. To you as a members, pledge to work together with your officer team to make Travancore Toastmasters Club the finest Toastmasters Club it can possibly be. Say, I will. We will.
We will.
We will.
Thank you. Thank you, Travancore team members. By the authority vested in me as the area director of District 121 It's my sincere pleasure to declare these Toastmaster officers installed in their respective club offices. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the Travancore Toastmasters Club executive team for the term 2021-2022. Best wishes to all Travancore Toastmaster Club members. Now, it's your responsibility to conduct quality meetings. Being an area director, I'm always ready to support. And our division director, Andrew sir, is always ready to help all of us. Also, my fellow area directors in Division H, Toastmaster Balachandran, Distinguished Toastmaster Ashish Verghese, and Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, and all the district leaders will be ready to help and support. Once again, thank you, and over to you, MC.
Why not a group photo with all the newly installed officers?
Definitely, sir.
Installation officer and the newly installed officers. You can add the chief guest also if he's still there.
Our chief guest is present, but I don't think he's online or
Okay.
in the meeting. So can we continue?
Bharat, can you take a photograph? This should be good enough, right? Have I missed anybody?
Dr. Jayalakshmi.
Jayalakshmi, I'm sorry. I missed Jayalakshmi.
Toastmaster Baiju, can you take the photograph? I'm in my mobile, so I can't get everyone in one screen.
Okay, give me a second.
I can.
Okay, Rajat. I hope I've got everybody.
Yeah, that's.
Yes, we have everyone.
MC, you can continue. No.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajat, for your timely response. And now it's time, especially thank you, Toastmaster Krishna Nambudiri, for conducting our installation ceremony in such a wonderful manner. Thank you again. Moving on with our agenda, next we have felicitations. And to felicitate our installation ceremony, we have our division director, an entrepreneur as well as a great Rotarian. He's passionate about electronics as well as soft skills. And he himself is a soft skill trainer. With a round of applause, let's welcome our division director, Toastmaster Anto Dominic.
Thank you, MC Toastmaster Bharat. Please call the president for the acceptance speech first. I'll come after that.
Okay, sir, as you wish. Okay, then going on with the first presidential speech of this Toastmasters year of Travancore Toastmasters. Lamborghini and dancing happens to be two of his great weaknesses. My God. I invite our new president with a round of applause. Let's welcome our president, Toastmaster Shashindran.
Thank you, Bharat, for those Wonderful words and pulling my leg too. Dear Chief Guest, respected Venugopal C. Govind, Division Director Antu Dominic, Area Director Krishnan Nambudri, immediate past President Sanjay Rajgopal, dignitaries from other club, district area directors, friends and guests, a warm good evening. I'm humbled by the trust the club members have bestowed upon me for the second time in 8 years. I'm honored to be the president of this prestigious Toastmasters club, Travancore Toastmasters. I accept the responsibility to lead the club with the able support of the new executive committee comprising of Philicherian, Baiju, Gopinath, Rajat, Shankar Narayan, Jayalakshmi, and Anna Jacob. We have been fortunate that the leaders in the past have laid down sound foundations based on respect, love, and care for one another while promoting camaraderie and learning experience among the members. The vibrant culture which we enjoy today is a result of the sacrifices made by three musketeers of our club, DTM Vijay Jose, DTM Dr. Lisama, Dr. Murugesh on 18th of August 2009. I remember when we used to meet in a small room in Hotel Anugra, where there would be few of us and hope that few more would join. Sometimes we would just have 2 or 3 people and then we would have tea and snacks and go home. During those tough times, DTM Jose would give his signature cackle of laughter that would reassure us. It is true when they say that when tough times don't last long, but the tough people do. Sure enough, it was the simple laughter and the can-do approach of our founder president that helped us sustain and build this club. The hard work of our immediate past president, Sanjay Rajgopal, immediate past vice president, Toastmaster Madhu, and the other executive team and members brought laurels to our club last year. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Madhu. And thank you, the executive team. We, the current executive team, have our task cut out. Our vision is to make all our members dream and make them go beyond their dreams. Let us focus on 3 main points and the rest will follow. Last year, we got 9 DCP points. I hope this year we will make 10. Today we have 24 members on our roster. Let us get minimum 8 more. And finally, let us give it all to win the Division International Speech Contest. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srindaran, our president, for that wonderful entourage that you have set for Travancore Toastmasters year. Thank you once again. Moving ahead with our agenda, we'll be having our felicitations. And for that, I invite firstly our Division Director, Toastmaster Anto Dominic. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, MC Bharat, for your wonderful words of introduction, which you did just before the speech. Thank you very much. Respected Chief Guest, PDG Rotarian Venugopal C. Govind, dignitaries, Club President, Toastmaster Sachindran, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. I'm extremely happy to attend to the installation ceremony of this amazing club, the third of its kind in Kerala. I must say, most of the members in this club are high-spirited to work together. We have a lot of passionate and veteran Toastmasters, veteran leaders, I would say, like Nayanan sir, Jayakumar sir, etc. You have a committed area director. inimitable and enthusiastic district PQD is your own member. What more you need? You have already scripted a success story, making this club president distinguished amid COVID time. Your membership strength is very good, keeping at 24. You can easily make it minimum 30. I wanted to say minimum 30, but the president has already decided to make it 32, adding another 8. You can do that in a couple of months. The words of wisdom from the chief guest went down well with us. I heard a lot of his mind-blowing speeches in the Rotary Club. Talking about the installation ceremony, it was really splendid and well conducted by the area director, Toastmaster Krishnan Namboothiri. The slides shared by the past Vice President Education were amazing and showed how well this club is functioning. Of course, the MC handled the meeting very smooth and glitch-free. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the outgoing president, Toastmaster Sanjay Rajgopal, for the remarkable performance he did last year. Best wishes to the president, Toastmaster V. Sachindran, a leader with a right vision and burning desire to excel, and his team of club officers to pep up the activities this year. I'm sure the strong new team of Travancore will go all out under the mantle of Toastmaster Sachindran to scale up this club to the next level. And then you will remain to be in the limelight. Thank you all. Thank you. And back to you, the MC.
Thank you, Division Director and to Dominic, sir, for your wonderful words. Going ahead with our schedule, next we have the eventful session of our installation ceremony or of this meeting itself. And for that, I believe it's time for a bit of music as well as a bit of dance too. And to conduct the open mic ceremony, I welcome Toastmaster Rajat Raji.
Thank you, MC Bharat. So, open mic, due to shortage of time, I will be playing clips of all the entries that we got. I hope you have a wonderful time. To kick things off, the first video is by a brother and sister, Nihar and Nupur. Nihar is a student at engineering design at Madras IIT, and Nupur is an architect and has studied dance for almost 15 years. And Nihar is a professional in playing the harmonium. So let's get on with the video.
चैत्रमास त्यात शुद्ध नवमी तिथि गंधयुक्त तरिहिवात उष्ण है किती दोन प्रहरी कागशिरी थांबला राम जन्मला ग सखी राम जन्मला राम जन्मला ग सखी राम जन्मला ओघळले
Please give a round of applause for their energetic performance. Moving on to the next video, we have Shruti Madhu, who is doing her master's in communication and journalism at Sacred Hearts College, Tevra. She is also a trained singer. Let's get on with the video.
मंजिलें रुसवा है, खोया है राज़ता, आए ले जाए इतनी सी इल्तिजा, ये मेरी ज़मानत है, तो मेरी अमानत है, हाँ। अपने करम की करादाए कर दे इधर भी तो निगाहें, सुन रहा है ना तो रो रही हूँ मैं, सुन रहा है ना तो क्यों रो रही हूँ मैं, सुन रहा है ना तो रो रही हूँ मैं, सुन रहा है ना तो क्यों रो रही हूँ मैं, यारा यारा। वक्त भी ठहरा है, कैसे क्यों ये हुआ, काश तो ऐसे आए जैसे कोई दुआ, तो रूह की राहत है, तो मेरी इबादत है, हाँ। अपने करम की करादाए कर दे इधर भी तू निगाह।
Please give a round of applause for those beautiful words. Moving on, we have Jayalakshmi, who is a postgraduate in physics and former science editor of Economic Times. She is currently an environment activist. Let's get on with her video.
किसी के मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है। किसी के मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है। कानपुर माना अपनी छूटे जो प्यार के लिए वो जिंदगी, चले बहार के लिए वो जिंदगी, किसी को हो न हो हमें तो एतबार, जीना इसी का नाम है। रिश्ता जिस दिल के एतबार का, जिंदा है हमी से नाम प्यार का, रिश्ता जिस दिल के एतबार का, जिंदा है हमी से नाम प्यार का, कि मर के भी किसी को याद आएंगे, किसी के आंसुओं में मुस्कुराएंगे, कहेगा फूल हर कली से बार बार, जीना इसी का नाम है।
That was wonderful performance. So moving on to the next one, we have Govind Raj. So I see that he is joined. So I would like to invite him to say a few words and tell us what he is doing. Mr. Govind Raj, could you unmute and say a few words?
Hi, everybody. Interesting to be here. I have been in the IT sector, got out of it about 10 years back, got into an entrepreneurial stint for 10 years, now into some consulting. And now I'm into the best phase of my life with my chasing my passion of singing and travel. I hope I entertain you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to his video.
नफरत करने वालों के सीने में प्यार भर दो, नफरत करने वालों के सीने में प्यार भर दो, अरे मैं वो परवाना हूँ पत्थर को मोम कर दो, नफरत करने वालों के सीने में प्यार भर दो। फिर आप क्या हैं? आखिर तो फूल है, औलाद नहीं है, अजीब बुलबुल है किसी बात के सयाद नहीं है, बुलबुल के तड़पने से सयाद पिघलता है, बुलबुल के तड़पने से सयाद पिघलता है, आहों में असर हो तो फौलाद पिघलता है, औलाद के भी दिल में उल्फत की आग भर दूं, अरे मैं वो परवाना हूँ पत्थर को मोम कर दूं, नफरत करने वालों के सीने में प्यार भर दूं। शर्मो हया का पर्दा दुश्वार नहीं है, अजी हल्का सा एक पर्दा है, दीवार नहीं है, आंचल की ये दीवार तो दीवार नहीं है, आंचल की ये दीवार तो दीवार नहीं है, फिर आपके भी दिल में इनकार नहीं है, इनकार जिन लबों में इकरार उनमें भर दूं, अरे मैं वो परवाना हूँ पत्थर को मोम कर दूं, नफरत करने वालों के सीने में प्यार भर दूं।
Give a round of applause for his energetic performance. The next one is by Pratap Nair. He's an engineer manager by training and is currently with one of Big Four consulting firm. Moving on to his video.
हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो, पल जो ये जाने वाला है। हो आने वाला पल जाने वाला है। हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो, पल जो ये जाने वाला है। एक बार यूं मिली मासूम सी कली, एक बार यूं मिली मासूम सी कली, हो खिलते हुए कहाँ खुशभाष में चली। देखा तो यही है, ढूंढा तो नहीं है, पल जो ये जाने वाला है। हो आने वाला पल जाने वाला है। हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो, पल जो ये जाने वाला है। हो
Give a round of applause for his wonderful performance. Next, we have Matthew Moncurian. I would like to invite him to give a short intro and tell us about what he is doing. Mr. Matthew Moncurian. I think he's unavailable. Anyway, he's an associate head sales at Manek Travancore Passionate, and he's passionate about singing, dancing, and cricket. Moving on to his video.
ये शाम मस्तानी मदहोश किए जाए, मुझे डोर कोई खींचे तेरी ओर लिए जाए। ये शाम मस्तानी मदहोश किए जाए, मुझे डोर कोई खींचे तेरी ओर लिए जाए। दूर रहती है तू मेरे पास आती नहीं, होठों पे तेरे कभी प्यास आती नहीं। ऐसा लगे जैसे कि तू हंस के जहर कोई पिए जाए। शाम मस्तानी मदहोश किए जाए, मुझे डोर कोई खींचे तेरी ओर लिए जाए। बात जब मैं करूं मुझे रोक देती है क्यों, तेरी मीठी नजर मुझे टोक देती है क्यों।
A wonderful performance by him. Please give him a round of applause. Next, we have Mrs. Deepsur D. Jain. I would like to invite her to say about herself and what she has done. Ms. Deepsur. Yeah, she's a chartered accountant and was practicing as an advocate, but more in the field of, yeah, tax. Moving on to a video.
ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം വിടർന്നൊരു ചെമ്പനീർ മുകുളമായി നീ എൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്നു ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം വിടർന്നൊരു ചെമ്പനീർ മുകുളമായി നീ എൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്നു തരളകപോലങ്ങൾ നുള്ളി നോവിക്കാതെ തഴുകാതെ ഞാൻ നോക്കി നിന്നു തരളകപോലങ്ങൾ നുള്ളി നോവിക്കാതെ തഴുകാതെ ഞാൻ നോക്കി നിന്നു ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം വിടർന്നൊരു ചെമ്പനീർ മുകുളമായി നീ എൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്നു കൂടുകൾക്കുള്ളിൽ കുറുകിയിരിക്കുന്നു മോഹങ്ങൾ കൂടുകൾക്കുള്ളിൽ കുറുകിയിരിക്കുന്നു മോഹങ്ങൾ പറയാതെ കൊക്കിൽ ഒതുക്കിയതെല്ലാം വിരലിൻ്റെ തുമ്പിൽ തുടിച്ചു നിന്നു പറയാതെ കൊക്കിൽ ഒതുക്കിയതെല്ലാം വിരലിൻ്റെ തുമ്പിൽ തുടിച്ചു നിന്നു ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം വിടർന്നൊരു ചെമ്പനീർ മുകുളമായി നീ എൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്നു തരളകപോലങ്ങൾ നുള്ളി നോവിക്കാതെ തഴുകാതെ ഞാൻ നോക്കി നിന്നു ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം വിടർന്നൊരു ചെമ്പനീർ മുകുളമായി നീ എൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്നു ഓരോ ദലവും വിടരും മാത്രകൾ ഓരോ വരയായി വർണ്ണമായി ഒരു മൺചുമരിൻ്റെ നെറുകയിൽ നിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഒരു പൊൻതിടമ്പായെടുത്തു വച്ചു ഒരു മൺചുമരിൻ്റെ നെറുകയിൽ നിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഒരു പൊൻതിടമ്പായെടുത്തു വച്ചു ഒരു ദലം മാത്രം വിടർന്നൊരു ചെമ്പനീർ മുകുളമായി നീ എൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്നു.
A wonderful performance by her. Moving on, we have Sanjay Sen. I would like to invite him to say a few words and tell us what he's doing.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Thank you for this opportunity. Actually, I'm right now doing consulting in ERP, that is SAP, as a freelancer or as on a consulting basis. Actually, I've retired. I play the. I'm a chemical technologist by profession, but by qualification. But lately, I'm into IT sector actually. So I have this passion of playing harmonica, the mouth organ. Sorry, I think my video is not on.
Yeah.
So I play the mouth organ, and I thank you all for giving me this opportunity, especially Sashi Dharan, who is actually my childhood friend from a small township in Chandrapur. So thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. We are delighted to have you here.
Thank you.
Give him a round of applause for this beautiful performance.
Thank you.
Moving on, we have Mr. Arun. He is an IT professional based in Chennai. He is a vocalist, plays the keyboard and percussions. He is also a music producer and sound engineer. Let's hear his performance.
ശ്രീരാഗമോ തേടുന്നു നീ വീണതൻ പൊൻതന്തിയിൽ സ്നേഹാർദ്രമാം ഏതോ പദം തേടുന്നു നാം ഈ നമ്മളിൽ നിൻ മൗനമോ പൂമാനമായി നിൻ രാഗമോ ഭൂപാളമായി എൻ മുന്നിൽ നീ പുലർകന്യയായി ശ്രീരാഗമോ തേടുന്നു നീ വീണതൻ പൊൻതന്തിയിൽ దని దాప మపదని దాప మగరి గమ పదని సరి మగరి సరి దప మగరి గమ పద సరి గమ పని సరి గమ పక్కల గమ ప దని దపద దని గరి ని నిద మగరి సరి గమ రి గమ ప గమ పద మపదని గరి నిజ సని నిద దబ గరి నిజ సని నిద దబ గరి నిజ సని నిద దబ గరి సని దబ సరి గమ పరి గమ పద గమ పదని రి సని ద రి సని దబ సని ద పద రి గమ పద స రి గమ పని స రి గమ పక్కల ആവില പൊൻതളികയിൽ പാൽ പായസ ചോറുണ്ണുവാൻ പിന്നെയും പൂമ്പൈതലായി കൊതി തുള്ളി നിൽക്കുവതെന്തി.
Please give him a round of applause for his wonderful performance. Next, we have a violin passionate person, Vishnu K.S. He's a chemist at Carborundum. Let's hear his performance. A wonderful and energetic performance by him. Moving on, we have a young person who stays at Kochi and is a student in BSc Psychology at KM College, Kottayam. Please welcome Sanjana Suraj to give her performance.
Going out tonight changes into something right. Her mother doesn't like the kind of dress, everything she never had, she's showing off. Driving too fast, moon is breaking through her head. She said it was something that she won't forget. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby. Now I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change me and you. Chasing her tonight, doubts are running around her head. He's waiting, hides behind a cigarette. Heart is beating loud and she doesn't want it to stop. Moving too fast, moon is breaking up her skin. She's falling, doesn't even know it yet. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby. Now I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change.
A wonderful performance by her. Please give her a round of applause. Moving on to last three performances. So we have Mithali Ray, a teacher by profession and is associated with Asasi Vidya Niketan Public School since 2000. Her passion is to sing and dance. Moving on to her performance.
Dear friends, today I will sing a Rabindra Sangeet. যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি তোরে ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি তোরে ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে। তবে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে। যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি কেউ কথা না কয় ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা কেউ কথা না কয়। যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফিরাই সবাই করে ভয়। যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফিরাই সবাই করে ভয়। তবে পরাণ খুলে তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে। তবে পরাণ খুলে তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে। যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে। একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে। তবে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে যদি তোরে ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে থ্যাংক ইউ
Indeed, a wonderful performance by her. Moving on to the second last, we have a postgraduate in English literature from Lady Dog College, Madurai, and is currently living in Kochi. I'd like to welcome Gayatri to give her performance.
Been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. He said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, Superman unrolls a suit before he lives. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. He said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this.
Indeed, a wonderful performance by her. Last but not least, we have a dynamic performance by one of the most celebrated couple in our Travancore Toastmasters Club. Put your hands together to welcome DTM Vijay Jose and his partner, Dr. Lissamma.
ഞാൻ ഡാൻസ് പോയല്ലോ
that comes to the end of the open mic session. Hope we could entertain you to our best. Now we have there's a prize to all these participants. Of the first prize is of 1,500 rupees that is about to be voted by the audience. So a voting link will be shared, and I would like all to take a moment to cast your votes on whom you think did the best performance.
The voting link has been shared in the chat window. Request everybody to actually participate. I hope everybody has received it.
Yes, we have got it.
First and second and third one.
How many more votes to go?
Plenty more, plenty. Lots and lots to go. I think we are about
30, 33.
30,
Yeah,
33
33.
members. We have about 15 now. 15, 17 received. Again,
I
once again,
request-
request everybody to just
Yeah,
spend a minute.
everyone please cast your votes. Every vote matters.
മനസ്സിലായില്ല മനസ്സിലായില്ല ആദ്യം ആദ്യം പാടിയത് അത് കണ്ടില്ല ജസ്റ്റ് തുടങ്ങിയത് We have a few more to go. We have received about 25. Another 4 or 5 more to go.
5 persons. Please cast your votes.
We'll close this in about a minute.
Yeah.
And the MC requests you to continue. Give me a few minutes to actually tabulate.
Definitely, definitely.
Another 3 more to go. Can I close?
How many are left now?
Just 2 more. We'll give another 30 seconds.
Yeah. I would like to take this a moment to thank all the participants and wish all the best to everyone who participated. Thank you for bearing with us.
Okay, I'm closing the voting. Okay.
Yeah. Bharat, you can continue.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajat and Toastmaster Baiju, for conducting and coordinating such a wonderful event on our installation ceremony. Thank you, Govind sir. Moving ahead, we have the word of thanks. To invoke the word of thanks, the most apt person we all will definitely believe, or we all will definitely agree upon, would be our founder president. To invoke the word of thanks for the day, I welcome distinguished Toastmaster VJ Juice.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Sri Venugopal C. Govind sir, our President, Toastmaster Shashindran, district leaders and division leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you all. A great event concluded. On behalf of Travancore Toastmasters Club, it gives me immense pleasure to deliver vote of thanks to this online gathering. The Honorable and respected Chief Guest, Sri Venugopal C. Govind sir, we are fortunate to have you as our Chief Guest. Your words of wisdom touched our hearts and will remain an inspiration in our mind. On behalf of Travancore Toastmasters Club, our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We are blessed with the district leader, DTM Vanida Rangarajan, district director, DTM Narayanan, program quality director, DTM Andrew Dominic, division director, Toastmaster Krishnan Nambudiri, area director. Thank you all for your presence and inspirational words. I wanted to extend my generous thanks to all the guests who honored us with your presence. The team under Toastmaster Sanjay Rajagopal took our club to greater heights beyond our dreams. Thank you, Sanjay, and your team. I express our sincere gratitude to Toastmaster Madhu for highlighting our club achievements without losing any thread. This ceremony was meticulously planned and organized by Toastmaster Shashindran and his team. I have to mention the lead players like Toastmaster Rajat, Toastmaster Baiju, Toastmaster Bharat, Toastmaster Anup, and other dynamic Toastmasters. We extend our heartfelt thanks to you all. Special thanks to Toastmaster Bharat for performing as a super MC. Thanks to our past president, Mr. MP John, Dr. Murigesh, and our senior veteran Toastmaster DTM Joseph Lucas by their presence. Thanks for the performers for the superb and very interesting performance, magical performance. Thank you all the performers. I once again thank all the Toastmasters just for their gracious presence. Have a great evening. Over to you, MC.
Thank you, DTM Juice, for that wonderful takeaway or gratitude, expressions of gratitude, especially for covering all of the role players that were in the background helping me. And thank you for starting Travancore Toastmasters. Now to hand over the control, I welcome our new president, Toastmaster Shashindran.
Thank you, Bharat, for that wonderful conduct of the whole evening. Rajat, Baiju, are we going to announce the winners or?
Yeah,
I have the winners ready.
Yes.
Do you want to announce it or do you want me to announce? I can send it to you if you want to announce.
No, you
please,
announce.
No,
please.
Please, Baiju, please do the honors.
Yeah.
The
okay.
virtual stage is yours.
Okay. There are a few surprises even that surprised me. Okay. But then seeing the way it was done, probably it was very distributed. But eventually I got into a situation where I could actually see somebody getting a prize. I'll start from the second runner-up. Any guesses? Anybody? It was tight. It was very, very tight. Okay. It was so very distributed. the violin that was played by Vishnu KS, that got 21 points. And Vishnu KS gets the second runner-up. Please give a wonderful round of applause. I think it was very professional, but definitely deserved this particular prize. Any guesses on who the second runner-up is? Sorry, first runner-up is? Anybody? Again,
Gayatri.
With 36 points, Arun Menon, the song. It was a very long song. It was about 5 minutes. I had to cut it with about around 2.5 minutes. 36 points. Any guesses on who the winner is?
Gayatri.
Yes, Gayatri. In fact, that blew away the entire competition. 50 points. Simply amazing, I would say. The dance by Gayatri gets the first place. And I want to add one more point here. There was a very close contestant, perhaps all of you would guess who it is, with 16 points. Josen Lissama, with that performance, that embodied the entire Travancore Toastmasters, the attitude that we have, the fun, taking a risk and all those kind of things. A big round of applause to all the winners and Josen Lissama. Over to you then.
Thank you, Toastmaster Baiju. It was a great evening. Thank you all for making it happen, all the participants, all the guests who made it happen. And thank you for that wonderful speech Chief Guest gave. And that will be our guiding light in years to come. Thank you all. With this, I adjourn the session. Good night. Bye.
Right.
Thank you, team. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nambudiri, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.